This presentation explores the condition for knowing God, based on A Course in Miracles, Chapter 14, Section 6. We will visually map how guilt blocks awareness of God, how guiltlessness restores communication, and how this shift in perception transforms our understanding of ourselves and the divine. Knowing God requires a guiltless mind. Guilt fractures awareness, while guiltlessness reflects a clear, unified state aligned with God's will. The mind cannot hold both guilt and God at once. To truly know God, we must release guilt entirely, allowing His ever-present reality to be recognized. Here we trace a three-step breakdown. First, we condemn the Son, ourselves or others, as guilty. Second, this judgment becomes a denial of the Father. Third, knowledge is erased from our awareness. When we accept guilt as real, we push aside the very knowledge God has placed in our minds. This table contrasts two modes of perception. The guilty mind sees fragmentation, projects blame, and imagines a punishing or absent creator. The guiltless mind recognizes itself as a pure extension of God, sees only innocence, and communicates through love. These two perspectives cannot understand each other. We often assume God's giving is like human giving, conditional, transactional, and based on perceived lack. A Course in Miracles teaches that God's giving is continuous and unconditional, the natural flow of perfect purity. Because there is no earthly parallel, we must be taught to receive and trust this love. The ego believes we must construct reality and secure our own worth, creating inner strain and complexity. The Spirit invites us instead to accept reality as already complete. Our role is not to manufacture truth, but to be present to it. Reality is here without our making, yet not without our participation. This diagram shows divine communication. The mind of God and the human mind are joined, but guilt seems to sever the link. The Holy Spirit functions as the intact channel. God speaks only through the Holy Spirit in our minds, and only the Holy Spirit can translate and answer God for us. The Holy Spirit forms a translation layer between what God is and what we are. He shares our true identity with God and shares God's nature with us. In this overlap, guilt, fear, and illusion cannot remain because they are not in communication with the mind of God. Only truth is exchanged. Here, reality is expressed as an equation. Mind plus guilt equals nothingness. What is disconnected from God has no real existence. Mind joined with the Holy Spirit equals life, full, unobstructed communion. Communication with God is synonymous with life itself. Without it, there is literally nothing. The mind is portrayed as a spotless mirror. Atonement does not make us holy. It reveals the holiness already given. Our task is to keep the mirror clear of images of guilt and hidden darkness. When the mind is clean, God's own light naturally shines upon it and is perfectly reflected.